I think this is an annual for us. We do it every year. We're obviously going to talk turkey, both football-wise and Thanksgiving. But let me start with this. When did you start, or have you started preparing your turkey?
Turkey's tomorrow.
Turkey's tomorrow. So you give yourself 2 days lead time.
1 day. I fry them on Wednesdays.
You fry them a day ahead of time?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Stuff to do. But I guess in theory, like I bought these because I fry them, I don't worry about like the wet, like I don't worry about brining them.
Right. Okay.
I get these, I buy the frozen birds. So I've had these birds for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Took them out last week, let them thaw in the fridge. They're in a cooler right now. The cooler is where I like to do my dirty work, right? You get in there, you get your hands a little dirty, and you pull out all the guts and the innards and the necks. And the necks automatically go to my mom. The necks are the ones are how I test the grease. You drop the necks in there. Those are saved. Those are for my mom. My mom loves turkey necks.
Okay.
You get out the gizzards and the giblets. You make a giblet gravy. I made turkey stock. We fried a turkey We fried a turkey over the summer. And so I still had the carcass. So I made turkey stock almost a month ago. That's already been frozen, ready to go. Like I'm ready to knock that one out. So I guess the prep started then, but I'm ready to rock. Like I was telling Victoria, I'm 100% full install. Like I will not be at the store today, tomorrow, or Wednesday. I will not. That's amateur hour. I will not be at the store. I have everything I need. I already made the cornbread for the dressing. I already have the stock to season up that cornbread. I already have the smoked turkey wings. I already have for my collard greens, which I'm probably going to clean tomorrow while I make the bourbon butter injection that goes into the turkey. Like I'm ready to roll.
It's like week one. And you have installed everything already, and now it's just getting me to game day. All right, we're going to get back to.
Well, hang on. What's the saying, right? Champions are built in the off season. Champions are built in the off season. I'm sorry if you're one of these like schlubs that only cooks turkey 1 day a year. That's on you. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
All right, I have many Thanksgiving questions. So we're gonna have time for all of it. So let me get to some other things first.
Yeah.
And I want to start with the Tar Heels and the Blue Devils from Saturday. Look, I've said all year long I think Duke's the best team of the three in the triangle. I think they have the best personnel. I think they have the best quarterback, although maybe not. C.J. Bailey certainly has something to say about it. We'll talk about that because I want to get your thoughts on what the Wolfpack did to Florida State Friday night. But that was a good football game, and I come away with it impressed from this standpoint about UNC. What Bill said a month ago that everybody mocked, that they're getting better, I think it's true. I thought we saw more improvement on the offensive side the last couple of weeks than we had previous. But the defense continues to get better. They made it tough on Duke. What are your thoughts ultimately coming out of that game?
I think the improvement that I've seen more than anything is on defense. I think offensively they're still remarkably challenged. It does look like little kids going out there to play against adults. It's not. It's not good. It's not fun to see if we're being quite honest. Like. You look at the numbers, and like this is a team that if it's college football, man, 25 points is like that's what you start the game with.
Sure.
204 passing yards, like barely 100 rushing yards, which is better than the last two games combined when they only had 106. But they don't have a running back. They don't. And
you don't like June? You don't like?
I like him.
Okay.
But if you can't use him repeatedly, does that make sense? If he can't be a go-to option, I mean, I watched BYU play on Saturday night. LJ Martin,
right?
They gave that man the ball 22 times, or excuse me, 32 times. He ran for 222 yards. So June,
32 is a lot of carry.
Those are Le'Veon Bell at Michigan State numbers when it was child abuse. But June, what did June have? June had what, 9 yards, 10 yards this past game? Is that right?
Well, I have to go and I will pull up. They used more Goss than June.
Goss comes in and all of a sudden he's doing stuff after he hasn't really done anything for the entire season, minus maybe the Syracuse game.
Yeah,
like
is that just a practice week thing?
I don't know what it is.
Okay,
that's when I say they don't have a running back. I don't know what it is, but I also, and I've talked to people about this, they also have no vertical threat.
Well, yeah.
So it's one hand. I like Jordan Shipp a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like Pacer a lot. But when your two top wide receivers are averaging like 12 yards a catch,
wasn't that about the quarterback? To me, that's where I think Carolina missed out, is that they didn't get a quarterback that looks like he, can throw the ball down the field. Now he's thrown the ball down the field. They're just not very successful at it. They were early when playing against, they threw the ball deep down the field against Charlotte. I think they scored in 3 plays on their opening drive and then went to bed. They didn't do anything really the rest of the way. They threw pretty well against Richmond, but again, that was Richmond. But against quality competition, they haven't really thrown the ball deep.
And what I mean by yards, I'm talking about air yards.
Right.
Air yards are completely different than catching a screen and relying on the wide receiver and the blocking to make it happen. I'm talking about air yards. And we also sold a bill of goods that Gio Lopez was going to be like some sort of a dual threat. And that just hasn't really materialized. I mean, and I understand, I do hate this about college football, just for the record, that sacks count as part of your rushing number.
Agreed.
I think it's one of the most idiotic things. The NFL's found a way to do that. Why haven't you? But he still hasn't been an actual factor, with the exception of what you mentioned, Charlotte and Richmond, same thing in those games. And it's either they don't trust him to run or they don't want him. They're so worried he might get hurt, which is a true thing because he has been hurt multiple times this season, didn't play against Clemson. And so there's all that. But I just think if you're not going to be a dual threat, you're not going to challenge vertically down the field, you're not going to have a run game. That's just the reality of it, because it's not, what are you going to do? You're going to do what Georgia does? No.
Right. Right.
You're going to do what Alabama does? No. You don't have humongous dudes that are pushing people around. So I think this week against State, honestly, I'm going to be real with you right now, man.
Okay.
I went through this roster. I'm not looking for pieces. I just wanted to see how many players were actually from North Carolina. Do you know how many?
For the Tar Heels or for both teams combined?
For UNC.
Oh, it's probably not a lot because they had 70 new players. So
20.
That's no good.
Out of the current roster, 20 out of 101 players are from North Carolina, which means that this is 20%. Only for a state school, you only got 20% of kids from your state. To me, that's wild. We used to have way more kids from North Carolina.
Yeah, and North Carolina, I think, produces it's like the 5th or 6th most productive state when it comes to high school football players. I think it's for the NFL. It's that high. So that's no good.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I just want to make sure that I don't know if the kids from, and I wrote them down, Georgia, kid from Alaska, South Carolina, New Jersey, Florida, California, Texas. I don't know if they're going to realize how important this game is.
Right.
Like when I was at UNC, John Bunning used to put on John Bunning played football at UNC, right?
Yes.
He understands what this rivalry means. I don't care if you're not going to go to a bowl game because you might end up 5-7. 5-7 better than 4-8. That's for one thing.
Right.
The second thing, you don't want to, and that's the thing that I think about a lot. You don't want to, when I was there, right? And I hate to be I don't want to sound like an old fuddy-duddy, but what I'm saying is you're going to end up living in Charlotte. You're going to end up living in Raleigh, Cary, Apex. You're going to live in Greensboro. You're going to live in Winston. If you go to UNC, you're going to live in one of those places, right? That's where you move. And your next door neighbor, they went to one of 3 schools, right? They went to most likely NC State, or they went to Clemson or South Carolina. And then we also, obviously, we could toss in the App State folks and ECU and all that. But it's But if you're not from here, and you don't have plans on staying here, I don't think that factors into their minds. But when Coach Bunning was there, and he's a UNC guy, played at UNC, we used to play Wolf House. Like, we would walk out onto the practice field, and the music would be playing, and then all of a sudden, you heard the record skip.
Sure.
And then it would just be like, oh,
oh boy.
And that's what we listened to that for like the whole practice. And he was like, this game matters. And we had Coach Webster on there and Coach Browning and all these guys where it mattered. And I don't know how much it matters to Belichick and this staff. So I'm very curious to see what this looks like.
Right. Well, he said after the game against Duke, and I remember the initial press conference, which it was clear that he had no grip on UNC football history when they talked about at the initial press conference back in December about beating Duke, as though that were the litmus test. That was the big one for this program. Yeah. It is always going to be State and Carolina in football. There was a time it was State and Carolina in basketball too. That time is past, but it is State and Carolina in football.
Dude, God rest her soul. My grandma, UNC fan, like for life, she cross-stitched a thing that said, you can't get to heaven in a red canoe because God's favorite color is Carolina blue.
Is that on do you have that on like cocktail napkins? Because if you don't, I think I'm going to figure it out and send it to you.
No, I think my dad has it up in his like office, but it's truly like, that's just the thing. Like this is what it is. Like, Duke is puke, Wake is fake. The team I hate is North Carolina State. And everyone that would like, literally when we sing the song, when we're in the locker room, and you don't question me because I've been in that locker room.
Right.
I was there for the T.A. McClendon game.
We talked about it. Was your helmet.
Yeah, that's my helmet. Shout out Kareem. That's my helmet.
Oh man.
But like we at the end of it, rah Carolina Lotta, rah Carolina Lotta. We don't say go to Duke. We say go to State. That's what we say. Like, it's not whatever ESPN thinks they want you to believe about Duke UNC. That's not what it is. It's this one. Chuck the Chest versus John Bunting. Let's go.
The greatest photograph in rivalry history is John Bunting with his arms folded, standing in the center of Carter Finley Stadium with Chuck with his glasses on. Like, you could tell it's a still photograph, but you can see Chuck flailing. It's just an incredible photograph. Yeah. And look, I love both guys. Chuck and John John is one of my favorite people that I have ever dealt with in almost 30 years of being here and covering Triangle sports. I love John Bunting. I actually texted him not that long ago about John is just amazing people. And Chuck meant so much to modern NC State football. Yeah. I know they didn't win a ton. They won enough, but what he did was he made them think differently. He made them care more. And I think that legacy is still felt today. So
Carter Finley rocks, dude.
Yeah, it does.
Like, no, that place absolutely rocks.
So what is it going to be like on Saturday? I'm sorry, Friday night.
Is it Friday?
Friday night, 7:30, Friday night.
Oh, no. I thought it was on Saturday.
No, it's a Friday. You got plans Friday night?
Yeah, I got plans, man. We have a big party the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, no. Oh, well, we know what'll be on at the party.
Well, I can tell you what's going to happen is the story's going to get filed on Sunday morning. Or Saturday morning. That's just a fact. So deal with it. Story's going to get filed on Saturday. I'll take notes, but I'm not. No.
Right.
Story's going to get filed on Saturday.
It's all right. You'll have more time to marinate on it.
More time to think about it, right?
So let me ask you about, because C.J. Bailey was solid, State's defense. All right, tell me what you think the future is. He's a true sophomore this year, so he's got to play one more year.
No, dog, you're wrong.
I'm wrong? The game's
on the 29th.
What day is that?
That's Saturday.
How did we get that wrong? My fault. Saturday.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, story 7:30 Saturday night,
Okay.
ACC network. Okay.
My fault.
Yeah. Look, I had to take my hat off because I'm sweat. I was sweating. I was like, I thought I was for
I
sure.
apologize for screwing people up.
I thought we had
that on. I thought we had that on Friday.
I was like, my birthday's on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days after that is the 29th. That's Saturday.
Your birthday's tomorrow?
Yeah, don't tell nobody. Well, I just told everybody.
No, you didn't tell anybody.
You know, the best gift anybody can give me, don't text me. Don't text me. Don't put a Facebook message up. Don't do nothing. Just like, let me be. Leave me alone.
29. You're 29 tomorrow.
Yep.
Good for you. Good for you being 29 years old again. So tell me what you like about Bailey.
First of all, the coolest thing that's ever happened to me at ACC Media Days, one of the coolest things. I walked up and I looked. I'm 5'10" and change. Like in theory, I'm
taller than that.
Well, I tell myself I'm 5'10" so that people that lie that they're 5'10" feel bad. So I'm probably closer. I'm like 6 foot, maybe a shade under. And I looked at him and I said, "Oh, so you really are 6'6"?" And we shake hands. He got some big hands.
Yeah.
We shake hands and he goes, "I'm 6'7". And I was like,
6'7".
Wow, 6'7", 6'7".
Somewhere my son is laughing right now.
Yeah, good. I think it's awesome with everything that all these kids have to deal with every single day. I think having something as silly as the 6'7" situation is worth it. So
tremendous.
But his height really blew me off the wall. He's a beanpole.
Yeah.
But he's super wiry. Like there's some strength in there that you don't get to see. Like he's not Jalen Hurts, right? Like he's not super bulked up. But I love his accuracy. I like his decision making. I don't think we talk enough about his ability to change his arm slot when he makes throws, because he can always see over the offensive line. So that's a non-issue. So he does come over the top a lot. But when he's looking through windows, he's able to punch the ball in, and I really like that. I'm not going to sit here and be like Phillip Rivers, but I do think his ability to change how he throws the football. He's not a shot putter like Phillip Rivers, but he does change his release points in that same way. And I do even like a guy like Cam Ward, right? Where we saw Cam Ward when he was at Miami move things around to be able to get the ball into where he wants to put it. And I think Bailey has that. And then obviously, he can move around a little bit. Every time he runs, I hold my breath.
Yeah.
Because I don't want him to get hit.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I just think he's the better quarterback going into this football game. I think that's like by a landslide. And it's just a matter of which NC State team shows up, right? Like that's all it is which state team's going to show up on Saturday. Which state team's going to show up on Saturday? Is it the team that lost to Duke and to the team that the Wild lost to Virginia Tech?
Yeah, that was uncalled for.
Or is it going to be the team that beat Georgia Tech? And I think that's a
the
really
impressive one.
Right. And you get to play UNC at home. I know that they're going to be sauced up, boy. I know they're going to be sauced up, and it's going to be raucous. Hang on. Let me pull one more thing up.
Sure.
Because this is something I'm not going to, here we go. I want to see something. 2025. Oh yeah. We right in the thick of deer season. Yeah, boy. They're gonna have to be in the camo, the NC State camo gear. They probably can come straight from. Because here's the thing. I have friends.
Right.
My best friend's little sister and her husband went to NC State.
Gotcha.
Do you know what they do Thanksgiving night all the way into Friday morning?
No.
They go deer hunting.
Do they?
Yeah, that's like husband, wife. That's what they do.
Well, I mean,
I know because they brought me venison more than once.
I love that.
Yeah. So they're gonna have folks that coming straight from the blind straight to the stadium. And I love it. I think it's so uniquely North Carolina and shows kind of the juxtaposition. We're the wine and cheese folks, right? At UNC. These folks go out and get it out the mud at NC State, and it's this juxtaposition. But I'll say this, and this is something that is kind of near and dear to me, with all the Border Patrol and ICE staff, like seeing those different groups of people come together and work to make sure that like our Hispanic community is taken care of and do that. It lets me know that, look, you can come into North Carolina, but we might not always get along, whether it's NC State versus UNC, whether it's South Charlotte, North Charlotte. But at the end of the day, we hate y'all more than we hate each other.
All right, before we get out of here, and I'm glad we talked to actual football here, so people are like, well, at least we got some football out of it. So your turkey is already your turkey's gonna be done Wednesday.
Yep.
So what else is going alongside of it? When does that prep? And I know you already sent me a picture of muffins. So
not muffins; those are cupcakes.
Those are cups. I apologize.
Red velvet cupcakes.
Oh, red. All right, so that's obviously for post-turkey. What's going alongside the bird?
I got the menu right here.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm getting ready to go grill this corn, but I'm making my grandma's firecracker cream corn.
Ooh.
So we're gonna have cream corn. We're gonna have collards with turkey necks because my mom doesn't want ham hocks in them.
Right.
No problem. Easy shift. We're gonna have mashed potatoes with giblet gravy. Bang.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. We're gonna have dressing, cornbread dressing. I call it dressing because I don't put it inside the turkey. That would be a huge mess in my turkey fryer. I'm frying 2 turkeys for our house, and then another turkey for the guy who officiated my wedding, one of my best friends in the world. I'm frying another turkey for his mom to pick up on Wednesday, so she can take it to their family Thanksgiving on Thursday. Dressing that greens. I made rolls already, and I've developed this new roll recipe where how they do croissants and you fold in the butter.
Yeah.
So I started doing that with my Amish white loaf to create the rolls. And so when I make the rolls, there's like 3 layers of butter inside the roll, then brush butter on top with a little bit of sea salt. Bang.
See, that would ruin me. I'm a sucker for that, man. That would ruin me. I would have to not do the mashed potatoes because of that.
No, the mashed potatoes with the giblet gravy.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I can't.
I love it.
Can't put that much...
and mac and cheese. I almost forgot about the mac and cheese.
How do you forget about that?
Gotta do, and I make 2 batches of mac and cheese. It's mad whack is what I was trying to say. I'm so sorry.
No, we're good. We're good. Victoria's awake, so we're all...
I'm so sorry.
All right, then. We have to close now. We have to back away from the table, and I'm getting ready for the red velvet cupcakes. Oh my gosh!
With the cream cheese icing.
Ooh, very nice, Mike.
You saw I got a little bit into my mindset.
You got in your bag. Mike Felder was all in his bag, and now we paid the price, but everything's good.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. Literally, Victoria was awake. At In the Bleachers, it's Felder, the Substack. You should check that out. My man, happy birthday tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving. I will talk to you very soon.
Sounds good.
You got it, man.